Okay, guys, so we'll just start with the project details quickly. So the total volume of the project is 500 hours. Okay, and what we need to do is that we will provide you the applications to transcribe it, and we will also provide you the audio file which you need to transcribe, and with that audio file you will get the respective transcriptions, or you can say the subtitle as well. Okay, it means you don't need to transcribe the entire audio, the transcription is already there. Okay, so now what you have to do, you just need to open an audio file and the respective transcriptions text file, and just listen the audio, create a segment and copy the text from the notepad which we will provide and paste it into the software. That's it. So what you have to do in that, the thing is that the transcriptions which we will provide, that is not 100% accurate. Don't depend completely on the text which we will provide. Okay, it may have some errors, it may have some missing words, so you just need to identify those errors and get it corrected. Okay, so now we'll start with the rules. So we'll see all those rules first, and after checking the rules we will go with the usage of the applications, usage of the softwares, that how you need to do all those things. Okay, so I just tell you the all those things one by one. So first part is segmentations. So what is segmentation? Segmentation is something, as I already told you, that you will get the audio of about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, or 1 hour, or it may be more than 1 hours. So we just need to divide that speech into a different segment. Okay, so how we will create the segment? So whenever a speaker complete one sentence, that would be considered as an one segment. Okay, after that there might be a silence of 0.2 seconds or greater than 0.2 seconds, so the silence would be the second segment, and then again speaker start speaking something, so that would be your third segment, and then again speaker took pause, complete one sentence and start with the next sentence, so that would be the next sentence. So this would be the process, that whatever sentences are there, so based on their sentences, based on their complete sentences, actually you need to create a segment. Okay, and in between the sentences you might get some long noise. Okay, I'm not talking about the sudden noise, like not about this, but if there is a long noise, if I am speaking something and after that there is a one long noise of about 5 seconds or 6 seconds, something like that, and then again you can listen the speech. Okay, so for that noise part also you need to create a separate segment, and you need to divide that speech into a different segments. Okay, so this is all about the segmentations which you need to create. Whenever speaker change, just create a new segment for each speakers. Whenever there is a noise, just create a one separate segment for the noise. Whenever there is a silence greater than 0.2 seconds, just create a separate segments for the silence. Now here, whenever we will create a segment, so in each segments, there should be a pause at the beginning and at the end of every segments. It means whenever the speech of the speaker starts, so at the beginning of the speech and at the end of the speech, you need to select some pause or some silence area that should be about 0.1 to 0.3 seconds. Okay, so I'll tell you how to do these things practically, so that you will understand it better. Don't worry about this part, we'll see all those things practically. Okay, so now we'll see the transcriptions rules. Transcription rules are very simple. Abbreviations means don't write anything into the shortcuts. Okay, don't go for the abbreviations like this. We need to write the word fully with the like this, because so these are the examples. If speaker says Mr., don't write like this mr and dot. Okay, if speaker says doctor, so we need to write doctor. Okay, don't go with such abbreviations. Okay, these abbreviations are not allowed. Okay, now second rule is that whatever you will write, it should be in a lower case. Okay, everything should be in a lower case. Like here, if I say the first initial letter of the sentence is in capital, here T is capital, here D is capital, don't go like this. Whatever you will write while doing the transcriptions, everything should be in a lower case. This is a very important point, guys, please take care. Sometime you might hear some speech in that speech, speaker speak the alphabets like A, P, A, C. Okay, you may get such cases. These are very rare cases, but we may get it. Okay, let us suppose speaker says QQ. QQ is a one, the chat application same like WhatsApp. China is using QQ. Okay, so APAC, and for example, a speaker can say uh, TUV, okay, something like that. So if speaker is speaking alphabets, okay, so we need to write like this. It means if speaker says APAC, so you will write it in a capital letter with a space. Okay, now don't use number and special characters. Okay, so let us suppose speaker says 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 must need to be written in a words only. Okay, don't go like this. Don't go with the numbers. Okay, everything must need to be written in a words only. So if a speaker says 1, 2, 3, we'll write like this. If a speaker says 10%, okay, so don't go like this 10 and percent. Okay, we need to transcribe it like 10%. Okay, don't put the percent sign here, just write whatever you hear. Okay, now speech with background noise. Okay, so you might get some cases wherein you can clearly hear the speaker speech but which has some background noise. It means you are getting some noises from the background. So in that case, just transcribe the complete sentence, whatever speech is there, and at the end of the speech we need to put one tag for the background noise. Okay, so there is a one tag for the background noise, so don't worry about the tag. We will learn all those tags here. Okay, and I'll also let you know how to apply the tag. And if there is a no speech, no text transcription is needed. Of course, if there is a no speech, then we don't need to do anything. Just create a segment and leave that part blank. Okay, we don't need to transcribe it. Okay, and also while doing the transcriptions, we don't need to apply any punctuations. Okay, so what is punctuations? I hope you all are aware. Punctuation is full stop, comma, okay, and the exclamatory mark, okay, and that inverted comma. So we don't need to apply any punctuations. Okay, we only need to apply a apostrophe sign. Okay, apostrophe can be applied. Apart from that, don't apply any question mark, any full stop, any comma, nothing. Okay, so if here are some examples of apostrophes, you can use apostrophe sign wherein it is needed. Okay, so this is the only punctuation which we will use. Okay, now, so every time, the whenever you listen the speech, so that speech may have a multiple speakers. Okay, for examples, one speech has a two speaker. First speaker name is Sachin and the second speaker name is Rahul. Okay, so Sachin, whoever is the first speaker, he will be considered as an speaker A, and whoever is the second speaker, he will be considered as an B. If there are three speaker in the speech, so the third one would be considered as an C. So whenever Sachin, it means the first speaker will speak. Every time we tag his or her segment with this speaker number or with this speaker marking. Okay, so every time whenever Sachin will speak, you need to select a speaker as a every time, and whenever there is a second speaker, you need to select a B as a speaker marking. Okay, it means every time we need to mark the speaker, whether it is speaker A, speaker B, or speaker C. Fine. And we also need to give one notepad file actually by mentioning this. For example, we will give you the one audio and we will give you the one text file. Okay, so you will complete the transcriptions into the portal, and when you will complete the transcriptions into the portal, or we can say the applications, so you need to export one file. That complete file, we will say the final output file, we can say. So you just need to share that output file with us, and also you need to share one notepad with us. Okay, in notepad you need to write these things, that the audio which you have completed, that audio has how many speaker. If it has two speakers, so it will be like this: speaker A. Okay, so who is so what is the gender of speaker A? If it is a male, just write male here, and if it is a female, just write a female here. Okay, and what is the gender of speaker B? What is the gender of speaker C? What is the gender of speaker D? So whatever number of speakers are there, you just need to create a list and just paste this list in a one separate notepad file. Okay, don't paste it into the your output file which you will export from the portal. Just the copy these things and paste into this one separate notepad file and share with us. Okay, now we'll learn the tags about the tag. Okay, so where we need to mark the tag. Okay, so all tags are marked at where it happened. Okay, it where it happened means it means whenever we go with one example, if there is any unclear words, okay, or the words which is pronounced wrongly, or there may be some word into the speech which you cannot understand or which you cannot judge. Okay, so for that unclear word you need to copy this tag and paste. Okay, so here I just give you one example. For example, sentence is, what are you doing? Okay, so it should be in a small, please take care of this. So here, let's say for example, I'm just saying that speaker says, what are you doing? But unfortunately, the word you, we cannot understand what speaker has pronounced. We cannot hear it properly, or we cannot judge what speaker has said. Okay, so in that case, what we'll do, how we will deal with this case? We will just copy this unclear tag and paste it here. That's it. Okay, that's it. So this so this is our the complete segment. So this tag means here there is a one word which is unclear. If there are two word which is unclear, so you can paste it two times. Okay, if there is any word which is unclear at the beginning, so just put the tag at the beginning and then just start writing. If there is any word which is unclear at the end, so just put the tag at the end. Okay, so now this is the meaning that all tags are marked at where it happened. So we just learned it, how you need to mark the tag. Here we have given one example, what are you doing? Okay, so here yellow part is unclear, so this is the answer. Cool. Now if there is any non-English word, let us suppose you hear some speech or you hear some voice that is non-English speech. Okay, that is the other language, maybe some French or Japanese or Chinese or something like that. Okay, so of course we cannot transcribe that particular segment or that particular part. So what you will do, you'll just create a segment, and paste this tag. Okay, so this tag means this tag represent a non-English words or non-English speech. Okay, now third one is for the the hesitation words. You may hear some hesitation word from the speaker. Let us suppose speaker says, let's suppose speakers want to say become, but he says become. Okay, so for those hesitations word or the word which the not clearly pronounced by the speaker, so like sometimes speaker says something like that. Okay, so for all such words, all such hesitation words, we need to put the F tag. Okay, just copy this tag from here and paste it into the applications. Okay, where you will put wherein it happens. It means wherever you just listen the this hesitation word, just paste the F. Okay, we don't need to write that hesitate word. You can just put the simple this tag. Okay, now next tag is overlapping. So what is overlapping? Overlapping means two people are speaking at the same time. So this is very rare cases, because the most of the audios which you guys will get, okay, which has a single speaker voice only. Okay, so these are kind of the broadcasting audios or videos which we will provide you. So overlapping won't be a problem, but still we must need to aware with the rules. If you get any overlapping wherein the two people are speaking at the same time, or we cannot judge who is the primary speakers or whatever the speech of the speaker, so in that case we just create a segment of that overlap part and paste it there. Speaker rap or singing. Okay, if sometime if speaker is singing something, So we don't need to transcribe it, just put the q tag over there. Okay, if there is a short noise by the speaker, short noise, something like such as cough, sneeze, or yawning, something like that. So for such cases, we need to put the C tag. Okay. Now, okay, speech of a speakers from another resources. Sometime, you may hear some broadcasting voice. Broadcasting voice may be from the televisions, from the microphone or hands free, something like that. Okay, so if you hear any such voice, so that voice don't need to transcribe, just put the P tag over there. Here are, if there is any non-human noise, okay, if there is any non-human noise, sorry, if there is any human noise means for human noise from the person other than the main speaker. Okay, so if there is any other speaker voice you are getting, okay, so transcribe the main. In that case, what you will do, just transcribe the main speaker speech and then put the K tag at the end. Okay, please remember these things, what we need to do. And actually one thing is that this is very rarest case which you will hear, but still the rules are there, so we must need to be aware with the rules. Okay, now next one is the music. Okay, so music, if I am speaking something and from the background there is some music, okay, you can clearly hear the some background music. In that case, what you will do, just transcribe the complete speech whatever speaker has pronounced, and at the end just put the M tag. Okay, so it means if there is a music, okay, so in that case, just transcribe the entire audio and put the M at the end. Okay, in other tag we are putting the the tag at the place wherein it happened. Okay, but in case of music is there in a complete audio or in a complete speech, in that case what you will do, you will just transcribe it and paste it over there.